resolving karma. What I'm going to do is take you through a guided meditation to help you to understand about karma through the generations, karma from your ancestors, and how to resolve it. Now, you probably know that this is something that I do quite a lot, particularly when I'm in my mountains in Java. And I've got to admit to you, I do it through meditation, but I don't actually do it this way. If you go back to my vlog on meditation, I do it through that meditation, through the Solomon's Temple. But I came across this meditation technique, and I think it'll explain things better to you. It's less conceptual, it's less of a leap than Solomon's Temple. So I thought I'd guide you through it and give it a go. I hope you enjoy it. Now, this is part of a new section to the magic of Java called The Real Magic of Java. In this new section, I'm going to focus on real people performing what they believe to be real magic in Java. I'll attempt to explain some of the elements of this Javanese magic, particularly what I describe as the Kajawan elements. However, I need to warn you that inevitably my explanations will be partial. Maybe sometimes some elements of what I say will be incorrect, for which I profusely apologise. But this reflects the oral tradition of magic in Java, the mystery, and at times, I have to admit, subterfuge surrounding the practice of magic in Java. Please accept my apologies, but I do hope you enjoy this new section. Okay, so it's a meditation, so as with all meditation, find somewhere quiet and peaceful. You probably can't find somewhere completely quiet, but at least find somewhere where you won't be interrupted. Make yourself comfortable. And now, I do this barefoot in the lotus position because I do it following prayers. But you might feel a Burke doing it that way, and you've got to feel comfortable. So if you feel better just sitting in an armchair, do that. You can even lie down. When I do this sort of thing, lying down, particularly when somebody else is guiding me, I fall asleep, and that's fine. You know, there's no bad thing about falling asleep, but you've not meditated, so you need to repeat it should you do that. Hopefully you're in a comfortable position now. So we'll start the meditation. First of all, breathe in. And now breathe out slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. With each breath out, you feel tension being relieved. You feel more relaxed. Breathe in. And breathe out. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Imagine that your higher self approaches you. That they beckon you to another universe. Imagine that you're floating in this universe. A place with no time, no restrictions, no right, no wrong, no judgment, no need to conform, no need to impress. Breathe in, breathe out. Look around this universe. Can you see darkness at its edges? Move towards that darkness. Are you there? Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Look closely into this darkness. It's very dark, but can you see anything? Can you see patches of even darker parts? Breathe in, breathe out. What are these darker parts? Breathe in, breathe out. Could they be your fears? Breathe in, breathe out. What are you afraid of? Remain detached from these fears. Breathe in, breathe out. Where do these fears come from? Are they physical? Are they emotional? Are they because you have no control? Breathe in, breathe out. Are these fears recent? Or are they old? Maybe so old you don't fully understand them. Breathe in, breathe out. What really are these fears? Focus on them. As you focus on them, are they becoming less frightening? Remember to remain detached. Breathe in, breathe out. Now I want you to imagine that you've been given a light. Now shine it into this darkness, towards your fears. What happens? Do these fears disappear? Do this with each fear. one by one, one by one, one by one. See how they disappear. Breathe in, breathe out. Isn't it entertaining? Funny even, to see these fears become nothing. Breathe in, breathe out. Who gave you the light? Was it your ancestors? See how they just seem to know you so well. Everything about you. Nothing's a problem. Nothing matters. Breathe in. Breathe out. See how they're laughing. Laughing with you. Enjoying seeing these fears disappear. Breathe in. Breathe out. How laughter helps to remove these fears. Notice how your ancestors are full of love. Especially love for you. Full of laughter. Laugh with them. Love with them. Now behind you and behind your ancestors, you become aware of a bright light. Is this from God? Notice how this light, so bright, seems to be full of love and bliss. Breathe in. Breathe out. Can you see how these fears were fed by you? Without you feeding them, they're nothing. And if you use this light, this laughter, they disappear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Have your fears gone now? Keep shining the light. Keep laughing with your ancestors. Notice how light you're beginning to feel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Allow yourself to float. Float in this love and bliss. How do you feel? Keep shining your light. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the love of your ancestors. Now I want you to think of all those things from time immemorial which have brought you joy. Art, music, the countryside, the mountains. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in those things you love. Notice the more joy you feel. The joy is a gift of life. Notice that your fears have disappeared. All of them. They've gone. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice the love vibrations of your ancestors. Recognize that you can choose love and bliss. And that when you do choose love and bliss, fear disappears. And when it disappears, it puts you into contact with your ancestors. With God. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that experience of the higher vibration. Allow yourself to rest. Now focus on how much love and bliss you're willing to accept. Bring in the joy that you've decided to love, in love and bliss. Choose love and bliss. Breathe in. Breathe out. Recognize that this is the most valuable path to commit to. Allow your ancestors to help you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. Know that your world is getting better and better. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. And so it is. And so it is. Breathe in love. And breathe out fear. It's okay to open your eyes now. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. And now you can relax. Well, I really hope you've enjoyed this. Because these are real events, I can't say how regularly I'm going to be adding to this subsection. Because I don't know how often they're going to occur. But I would imagine that they'll be at least every couple of months, maybe monthly. Now, if you'd like to know when that's going to be, please subscribe and hit the button, and you'll get information on when new ones are released. I'd love you to make comments and ask questions, and if you do, I'll attempt to answer them as honestly as I can. I promise you that there's no attempt on this channel or this part of this channel of me. There'll be no attempt by me at any type of subterfuge. I'll try to be as honest and open as I possibly can be. Inevitably, there will be some of you who disagree with my interpretation, and we can agree to disagree. But what you're seeing is real stuff here. What I'd love you to do, if you enjoyed this, is look at my other sections. Particularly, I've written novels about magic in Java, and they contain much more information in them, especially me trying to understand the theories of magic, the psychology of it, and I try and intersperse them with a sort of spiritual dimension. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.